Okay, who the fuck are you two?
Nobody Won was such a family favorite. I have 3 boys, and I think we saw it 5 times.
And action.
And the great Bob Odenkirk. My God, what a fantastic actor. When an actor of that magnitude asks you to be in something with them, the answer is yes, please. Hit it, motherfuckers!
Let's move!
I think the first film did such a great job of establishing the parameters of what could happen in that universe. And those parameters just kept getting amped up and up. And to be able to see all of that, knowing what we were going to be doing on the second one, really made me incredibly excited to come and be the bad guy for a little while.
Oh, God!
Nobody 2 is a bigger film than Nobody Won, and it's been a bigger job. There's just a lot more in it. There's more fighting, there's more character, there's more everything.
I wouldn't.
Your next mission.
I'm gonna take a break.
Good luck.
When I first read this script for the sequel, I loved it. It's a bombastic action movie, but we always sort of root it with a really human story. And this is really about, do you pass the traumas of the past? Can you leave your heirs better human beings?
Let me look at them.
If the first Nobody is about a family man who's getting back into his shady past and kind of trying to embrace that, Nobody 2 is about that man now who's discovering this new beast within him, and now that beast is trying to balance his life back into the normalcy.
Hi, Sammy.
Hey.
Timo Tjahjanto is really a special director. We are having the privilege of bringing him from Indonesia to his first studio film, and it's been an absolute joy.
And action. Oh, fuck! God! Ah!
I think a lot of directors, when they hear about a sequel, they're like, well, I don't want to do a sequel because someone else already established the tone of that, and I don't want to be a copycat. But to Timo's great credit is he isn't the copycat. He made it a Timo Tjahjanto film. You will notice this movie has a lot more action, is darker, there's more blood, and it has a more romantic filmmaking style. This has got a little more of the magic of film, where there's some beautiful imagery or the lenses and the lighting that kind of sweep you away. It feels like a magical world.
Now no one gets the pole.
I think that his sensibility of action and comedic beats within the action are pristine.
Many people want to be in film, and many people want to make movies, and many people think they know a lot about movies, but Timo really knows about film. He's an adept student of cinema. I really like working with him.
It's paradise.
It's like the tropics.
We have such an incredible cast. We tried to find moments for everyone to shine. When you have great actors, it actually becomes really easy because those actors take care of their characters and they come with great ideas.
Ouch.
We've established a character who secretly, not so secretly, enjoys beating the living shit out of other people.
I think you see this kind of every guy feeling very vulnerable, and you see that rage that happens, and it's really compelling. It's a very compelling story when you see someone stand up to the bully, and I think we all can really relate to that feeling.
I'm on fucking vacation!
What Bob can do surpassed my expectations just because he has such a really crazy work ethic. Bob is doing a lot of things, like he's training, he's doing the choreography, while at the same time he's also rehearsing with the family.
I often get the feeling when we're doing a scene together that we could be talking in the scene, acting, and at the same time he's seeing everything else that's happening within 360 degrees, but he doesn't flinch. It just registers. And when we finish the take, he makes the adjustments.
I think once an artist becomes comfortable in their art, they have a freedom to express it in different ways. So whether he's here to make you laugh or he's here to kick some ass, it's an expression of his art, an expression of his growth as an artist.
He works so hard. And I, for one,
I'm just someone who appreciates working with someone who gives everything.
Oh, yeah!
It just wouldn't seem that you could have all of those talents in one package, but you do.
I'm happy that you're happy and that we're all together.
Connie Nielsen brings an emotional authenticity to the film. She's always going through the script. She's talking about her own experiences as a mother. She's always saying, I don't believe I would do this as a mother. I believe I would do this instead. What she is bringing is a level of truth to this character.
We're leaving.
And she's bringing the emotional center of the film. Ultimately, she is the person that is trying to push Hutch to be the best version of himself and to find that balance. And because she is bringing such gravitas to the role, we're rooting for that to happen.
You're supposed to keep danger at arm's length.
What I think you see as the film goes on is this continuous attempt to communicate and to lead with love and trust, even when circumstances around them start really going haywire.
You guys come back with one more
Vacation mode. When I first read the script, I learned it was about a family trip, and I saw all of the amazing action set pieces in it, and I thought this is like every kid's dream summer. I ticked all of the boxes as far as what a fun actor movie summer camp should be, and so I was so excited to do that.
There are other ways to handle things.
You serious? Brady feels hugely conflicted, right? He's getting these lectures from his dad about keeping his emotions in check and not lashing out. He's saying one thing and doing another. So over the course of this movie, I think it's really him trying to deal with that disjunction.
Crystal Lloyd is just somebody that you don't expect to be working with just because this guy belongs to a different pantheon.
You gotta put out the cigar, Dad.
He has the energy and the almost childlike happiness of a 21-year-old. There's definitely a specific type of power in his deliveries that makes you think, you know what? There's a reason why he's a legend.
Hamburgers! I like the character. I think there's a part of Grandpa that kind of likes the way things have turned out because it gives him the opportunity to keep doing his shtick. He can save lives. He can kill.
Hey, cover me! What the fuck is that?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I have loved working with Chris. Obviously, he has this amazing, incredible resume, but you would never know it. He carries himself like your favorite uncle.
Hutch, start the car!
What's so cool about Harry Mansell is Harry Mansell always acts as a calming voice of reason for Hutch. Because Hutch is the guy with all these domestic issues, and Harry is the enlightened sibling.
You think about this family, it's like, how did these three men become a family? And, you don't get the full legend, but you can see that they grew up as a tight-knit family. And the family business went from one generation to the next. But the Mansell clan have their bond, and they know their family is first.
Don't bring a machete to a katana door.
That's principle number one.
I love playing a villain. Yeah, it's the most fun. You get a good haircut, get to say some good lines. Quite enjoyable.
You wanna go watch that?
The thing that really attracted me most to coming up here and playing with Bob and everybody, it's that chance to really sort of do something different and play in a genre that, I haven't really had the opportunity to play in before. And man, it's the most fun.
Did I do something wrong?
I don't know.
Did you?
Although the only thing I can't stand is I'm playing a bad guy in arguably one of the coolest action movies, and I don't fire a weapon and I don't get in a fight. You don't ever see me throw a punch, so I got some bones to pick. Abel ain't happy about that.
You come here! You mess with my son?
When I read the script, I was like, wow, can I actually do this? I don't have a lot of experience in these kinds of action movies and sequences, but from day one, I was so supported, and the preparation that everyone was asked to do and did made me feel like I'm ready to do it. So the minute we stepped on set, it was, action time.
You're a dead man. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No new dealer. This requires a woman's touch.
I think we're extremely lucky to have Sharon Stone as our villain. I feel like she's bringing this gonzo energy to Lindina.
He's a vicious killer in training.
She's a big personality. She's a powerful screen presence. And she was game, utterly game, to bring this character to life.
With this character, I got this great opportunity to just sort of pull the ripcord and play a complete lunatic. And it's really been very freeing, and it's really fun to play someone so just a little bit unconventional, let's say.
Bob and Timo together have created a really carefully curated vision for the film.
That's great, guys.
Through the crucible of this irreverent story of the action that this family undertakes in this underworld, they find a way to reconnect. There's a sensitivity and an emotionality and a humanity inside of Nobody. And so there's a lot of love for this title, for us and for the crew and everybody involved.
You guys having fun at the convention?
Asshole. We're not here for the fucking convention.
I got good enough to do the stunts in Nobody Won. And then, even though the movie ended, I still carried on training with my friend Daniel Bernhard, who is in this movie as he was in Nobody Won. He's really one of the greats.
What can I say? When the call came about Nobody 2, Bob was already on a whole different level. And they were asking me, how's Bob doing? I said, Bob is incredible. It's a whole different game now.
Come on, that's not hard.
Bob never stopped training. That stuff became a way of life for him. When you get an actor that does that and immerse themselves in it, it allows you to create action that you couldn't create for some other actor that doesn't, have the discipline. And it's fun to see, and we can amp up the level of this film.
You see that he's seasoned and he's comfortable in his art. He's here to make you laugh, and he's here to kick some ass.
Walking this way?
Yep, that's great.
Yeah, and then I take him. Wham! Whoa, 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 whoa. The magic of movies.
He really enjoys what he does, and that creates a lot of enthusiasm. You want to enjoy it with him, and he wants you to enjoy it with him.
He works so hard. He gets up every day and he works out like a madman to do these scenes and do them credibly, and then he does it really well.
Yes, sir. Twist.
It's grueling long hours, overnights, take after take after take, where someone like Bob Odenkirk says,
I could do another one.
Let's do it again. Let's get it right. And it just allows us to arc and peak in a whole new way with Hutch and Nobody 2.
And up. I've known Greg Ramantra's work. He did the first Nobody, which I love. I would speak to Greg and I say, Greg, this is our playground. We have a water park, we have an arcade, we have duck boats. So the cool thing with Greg and his team is we will brainstorm together, okay, what's the most creative kills that we can get, for example, in a ball pit, and then that's where the fun begins.
As an action designer, you put someone in a space and you give them a dilemma, a predicament. What I really love about Nobody 2 is that I think you see what kind of fun Hutch can get into. New locations, new issues, new bad guys. What's he gonna do? And what creative ways is he gonna stop those guys?
Greg Ramantra, this team of 87 North stunt people, they get such a huge kick out of designing clever fights that are funny, and I try to feed into that.
Once we've read the script and we understand the characters, we get in our choreography space and we do tests. And those tests are often called stunt viz or fight viz, to deliver to the director and say, this is what we think it would look like. What are your thoughts on that? And we start to design choreography, or gags as we call them.
Every fight has its own character to it, its own little story to it. Thanks so much, Nathan. This is great. Now I don't need to use my fingers at all.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey! The arcade fight was really fun, busting back into that place and cutting loose.
So these first two moves are... That fast would be awesome.
Maybe whenever the camera whips to your face, and then we kind of... So that way it'll be faster. It's still a stitch, but it'll be...
I can do that.
So how do we kind of like create like a short but satisfying choreography utilizing the environment within that arcade?
Don't fall.
Yeah, yes.
3, 2, 1, go! 2, 1, go!
You know, so you'll see, you know, like Bob smashing a dude's head to a pinball machine. And then we see a guy's getting whacked by literally a whack-a-mole game.
It is so funny.
All those things are very fun to figure it out.
That's not a duck boat.
Oh, yeah, you see the big duck on the top?
When Bob was younger and he went on this family vacation, duck boats were a very common tourist attraction in Middle America.
The centerpiece of the first movie was the bus fight. And so it was Bob who originally said, we should take the bus fight and we should put it on a boat.
Boom, you knife him. Yep. And I say, please, guys, let's use our words.
And not just any boat, we should put it on a duck boat, and then what would an action sequence look like on this boat?
The fight that happens inside that boat itself. It's very interesting because like as soon as I said to Bob and the action team, what if our approach here is more like a Jackie Chan film? You know, like there's a certain slapstick quality and a little bit of clumsiness within the choreography.
You know, Hutch hits his head and makes mistakes. And in a way, a lot of times they're designing fights that are meant to be as smooth and visually appealing. And with Hutch, the fights tend to be more clumsy and bludgeony, more kind of heavy. Now no one gets the pole. I got a fucking knife. Instead of just doing one smooth punch, he'll do like, you know, a punch and then 2 or 3 rough, bludgeony hits. That's Hutch fighting. And so oftentimes they'll design a really beautiful fight and then I'll say, but can we make it clumsier and shittier? Because Hutch really can't do that.
When it first starts, Hutch does not want to fight. He has told himself that I am going to set my family away so that I can diffuse the situation. So it was really, 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 really important to us and to Bob that Hutch's character started at a very low level, a level 1.
Hey, use your words.
Level 1. Hey, I'm on vacation. I don't want to fight. Level 2. Hey.
Cool it, man, cool it. Talk to me, okay?
And the final straw that broke the camel's back was...
Think of the children.
When he lost his finger and he was sent overboard.
You motherfucker!
By the time we got to what I would call level 3, he was moving forward and he was attacking.
Level 3. Bam, bam, bam.
Level 4 Hutch, code red, as we like to call it, all the way through to the final guy who was sent overboard with the anchor. The final blows to Deputy Dan and delivering the most important message, which is...
I'm on fucking vacation!
You know, like in acting, you have an art. It's the same in a fight scene. You gotta have an art. And that was really what I felt in the end gave that fight so much character.
Plumberville just isn't as friendly as I remember it to be.
Time's up!
And then the third act is just pure fantasy.
This is our third act. This is when it all goes down. We take full advantage of every single corner and crevice of this place.
How do you elevate a finale like we did in the first one in Tool and Die? Well, the way to elevate that is to put yourself in a new set. like a carnival in a water park, and really, you know, the sky is the limit.
This is the climax scene. This is the big fight, and the setting is extraordinary. 87 North has brought such incredible mastery to these fight and stunt sequences.
It's fun. It's like Home Alone for adults. We have like set piece in House of Mirror.
What the fuck?
We have an explosion that happens in a ball pit. We have one of those scary, gigantic swinging machines that's being used as a trap to kill some goons.
From top to bottom, you know, the stunt guys, the choreographers, we rehearsed just as much with the action sequences as the acting sequences, which is new to me.
Juxtaposition of Hutch and Wyatt fighting in the carnival and water park, while Harry, who's played by the RZA, has a Japanese-inspired wakizashi and katana fight against Daniel Bernhardt playing Cartouche with the machete.
We saw Harry in the first film where he was using a sniper rifle to take out enemies, and then the rifle became a weapon. In this part of the story, we see that he's been hanging out in Osaka. Maybe he spent some time in Kyoto. And I think he's absorbed these Japanese skill.
We decided that, you know what, the only way we're gonna show RZA is Harry Mansell being enlightened and deciding to fight with a katana blade, with a samurai sword. Create like a very sweet choreography between him and Daniel Bernhardt.
RZA was fantastic. He was training in LA prior to this with this sword work with our amazing team down at 87 North, and came up here ready to go, consummate professional, the two of them together. It's amazing.
You think about action design, like myself as a fan and also as a director of it, you know, you realize at one level it becomes a dance, but at another level it becomes a conversation. And at the highest level, it becomes both, where there's a dance and a conversation, and there's a communication that hopefully the audience is able to absorb. That's what makes a great action film really work.
Let's go! Come on, we should have shot that shit! That was amazing!
It was so much fun working with him. We did this beautiful fight scene, and I get killed.
Don't break a machete to a katana duel. That's principle number one.
I'm proud of being able to work with so many talented people. You realize, oh, even you, if you are the director, you are nobody without this. See what I did there? Nobody. You are nobody without this amazing crew and cast. Greg Rementor, for example.
Full speed rehearsal, guys. Go!
Imagine shooting a fight scene at 3 o'clock in the morning outdoor, at, you know, like, and then you have somebody like him who's like being the trooper who sort of like rallies the crew and the cast to keep on going. Come on, guys, we can do it. 15 more shots and we're done, you know, like, and it's an amazing and a humbling experience.
Perfect. Check it. Great. Let's move on.
The stunt guys are always the best in the world. They're having fun, doing clever things and making each other smile.
I'd like to say there's nobody else in the world that has a job as good as I have, with a team as good as I have, surrounded by people who love their jobs as much as we do. So if you get a chance to see anything behind the scenes and all we're doing is joking around and punching at the behind the scenes camera, we're laughing and dancing and having fun, that's because it's real. We love what we do and we're very passionate about it. So I hope our passion comes through and you see it in every punch that we throw. Like this.
Wild times await. This summer, drive to Plummerville, smack dab in the middle of America, and join me, Wild Bill, for summer fun. Come play with our balls! With the Majestic Midway. Hey. Rides and games for all ages. Thank you. Here you go, kids. One for you, one for you. Huh? Nice and tasty. Everyone's a winner. Ice cream for the whole family. You like ice cream?
Yes.
Hot dogs. You like hot dog?
Yes, I love hot dogs.
We've got it all for you. For everyone. For the whole family. And to top it off, America's first and finest water park! You kids having summer fun?
You're on, Mr. Wilson!
Slides for miles! and miles and miles. Drinks served poolside for moms and daddies. Water cannons for all kinds of mischief. Woo! So, for big summer fun, come to Wild Bill's Majestic Midway and Water Park, located on the north end of Plummerville, because Plummerville is Somerville. So come on back to Wild Bill's again and again.
Yeah. A little help here, please. Ow!
Oh, sorry. You all right?
Yeah, it's okay. All right. That one. No, I'll keep that one.
Okay.
Here. So that's a lot. It's about half.
It'll be fun.
Yes, if we can leave our work behind.
Yeah, definitely. Just strictly family time. Where's Brady? Oh, jeez Louise.
It's sweet.
Did he even pack a bag?
I packed for him. What? You want him to have clean underwear or what? What's with the sleeping bags? I thought we were sleeping at the hotel.
Yeah, well, only if you want. When I was a kid, Dad had to stay one night in this remote, well, it was a very cute little old cabin.
Mosquitoes. Hutch? They love me.
They're not dumb. It's optional. An adventure.
You love me.
Okay.
You just gotta, it's the button, Elon.
Oh, okay. Thanks, buddy. It's just 5 days.
I thought you said it was 3.
2 travel days.
Did you bring water?
It's grandpa time.
Grandpa rocks.
Yes, he does.
Gramps, let's do that. Oldest water park in America. Is that something we want to advertise?
Yeah, well, it's historic.
Yeah. Okay, we have you in room 115. It's a personal favorite of mine.
Hi.
Call it the Tiger Room because there's a painting on the wall that is a tiger. Okay, you're
Hey,
here
Dad.
for Monday.
At some point, I want you to show the kids the old lodge. Remember where we spent that night?
How could I forget?
You can't
Been
reserve
worse than that.
Sure, but that's
No
usually not a problem because we have plenty of chairs to go around.
No museums. Right. This place is like a time machine.
Have a great day.
Hi. Mansell's. We have 3 rooms. Oh, Dad, you can't light up in here.
Oh, no, that's fine. You can smoke anywhere in this building. This is an unincorporated area. No zoning laws.
Time to see it is right. Go the right way.
You hear that, kids? No zoning laws. Anything goes.
Great. I can drink then.
Thanks for that.
No problem. 3 rooms.
3 rooms. All right. Here we go. Hey.
Closed, sorry.
What?
Water park's closed for the rest of the day, folks.
No. What? No, because it says you're open till 10 p.m.
Yeah, but we had an incident.
Somebody peed, right?
Much worse. Number 2.
One pinch pickle.
Creamy floater.
Dark brown.
Okay, enough. Thanks.
Okay, so how long does it take for you to...
24 hours. Here's a coupon for hot dogs. Come again. Sorry.
Wait. I'm out of here, kid.
Hot dogs.
Hutch,
Yeah.
after this vacation,
Yeah?
we need a vacation.
Excited to be home? They missed you, I'm sure. It's both of us. All right. Here we go.
Hey.
Hey!
So good to see you. Oh.
So good to see you too. Here's lasagna.
How was he? Was he good?
Absolutely perfect.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, he hates me.
I'm so glad you're
It's so good to see
home.
you. Here, come in. Come.
Yeah, I want to hear
I'll
all
show you
about
pictures.
it.
Come on.